Speaking in abbreviations has become a way of life. We'll use BRB and LOL among others. When it comes to retirement, here's one you'll need to know: R.M.D. Joining me now is Granger Hughes, the Vice President of Hughes Retirement Group, a Chattanooga area firm that focuses on preparing people for retirement. Granger is also a popular radio show host. And once again, thanks for joining us back on television.
Thanks for having me, Jess.
All right, Granger, what does R.M.D. mean?
So R.M.D. is required minimum distribution. This means this is the required amount that you have to take out of your retirement accounts that the government mandates.
All right, so keyword required. Obviously, we can't really get around that or escape it. So when do we need to be concerned with these, and how do we need to be concerned with these?
Well, I mean, everybody needs to be concerned with it because, and when we're talking about RMDs, we're talking about qualified accounts. So if you have retirement accounts, if you have 401ks, 403bs, your traditional IRAs, the government is going to want you to take from these accounts. So if you're working, you're paying in, yes, you're accumulating these buckets, hopefully. Obviously, with the markets right now, it's a little volatile. But if you're accumulating this money, then when you get to age 72, the government's going to want a portion of that. So you have to be careful when you're loading that up. You have to realize, okay, hey, wait a second, what are tax rates going to be when I get to that age? And that can put a lot of strain and stress on you in your portfolio.
All right. Now, is there a penalty for those that do not take the RMD when they are required to?
So there is, yeah. It's a 50% penalty. Okay. So I mean, they're gonna hit you with a 50% penalty, and then you're still going to have to take that RMD.
Right.
Yeah.
So we definitely don't want that. We want to avoid all penalties.
You don't want a penalty.
All right. So how do we make sure that these do not sneak up on us and obviously get us, maybe into a hole or flip us around?
Yeah. I mean, I think number one, we talk a lot about tax planning. So I think the sooner you start, the more that you look for avenues to maybe contribute to Roths and reduce how much you're going to have to take out. Because keep in mind, Jess, if you have $1 million, let's say you have 10 different IRAs with $1 million, the government is interested in that $1 million. All right, they don't care where it comes from. And right now, if you're 72, it's about 3.65% that you'd have to take out.
Okay.
So imagine if you've got pensions, Social Security, any business income, any type of income you have, and then you have to go and take $30,000 to $40,000 to $50,000 out on top of that. What is that going to do to your overall tax bill? So starting to prepare today for future taxes is going to be a crucial component.
And you kind of touched on this. How can taxes play a role with this? You mentioned the proper tax planning. I guess knowing when these are going to happen is a key element as well.
Yeah, so it was 70.5. They bumped it to 72. But I would say for people who are out there who are getting ready to retire, I would say depending on what type of tax bracket you're in, I don't want to give wholesale advice, but looking at ways to reduce that exposure, like we talked about, maybe through Roths or Roth conversions, then that can limit your exposure.
And on a little bit of a broader scale, what kind of difference can tax planning make with the overall outlook for retirement?
It can be a huge difference because you got to realize when you're taking those RMDs, they're required.
Yep.
So whether you need it or not. So if you're compiling that on other income, what is that doing to the current income you have, Social Security, pension? How is that increasing your tax rate?
All right, and just in a broad nutshell again, why is having an income plan so important? I know previously we talked about having the entire retirement you really want to enjoy. This all plays into that.
It does. I mean, the more income you have, the more stable you probably feel. You work your entire life, you have that check. Now you have buckets of money you have to distribute from. So if you can create income streams from that, it gives you a little bit more peace of mind in retirement.
Perfect. All right, Granger, thanks so much for joining us. Now, for those of you at home, don't go anywhere, because if you would like to learn more about planning for RMDs and your retirement, Granger has a great offer for you right now. For the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or greater, he's offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan just for you. Now, this will allow Granger and his team to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now and discuss your best steps to really get ready for a successful retirement. This is a game plan to get you where you need to be. The number to call is 423-460-8857. Again, that number is 423-460-8857.